In a bustling city filled with noise and endless activity, there lived a man named Daniel. Despite his success in his career and the material comforts he enjoyed, Daniel often felt an emptiness he couldn't explain. He had grown up with a distant understanding of faith, but it had gradually faded into the background of his busy life. One weekend, seeking a break from the relentless pace, Daniel decided to visit the countryside. He stayed at a small, serene bed and breakfast run by an elderly couple, Emma and John, who radiated a sense of peace and contentment. Over breakfast, Daniel couldn't help but notice the simple cross hanging on the wall and the well-worn Bible on the table. Curious, Daniel asked them about their faith. Emma smiled warmly and shared that their relationship with God was the cornerstone of their lives. She spoke of the comfort and guidance they found in prayer and the strength they drew from their faith during difficult times. John added that their faith wasn't just about attending church. It was about cultivating a personal relationship with God, nurturing it like any other important relationship in life. Intrigued but skeptical, Daniel decided to explore this idea further. He spent the rest of his weekend in quiet reflection, walking through the countryside and thinking about his own life. One evening, as the sun set over the rolling hills, he found himself in a small chapel near the bed and breakfast. The quiet, sacred space seemed to invite introspection. Daniel sat down and, for the first time in years, began to pray. He spoke honestly, expressing his doubts, fears, and the emptiness he felt. As he poured out his heart, he felt a profound sense of peace wash over him. It was as if a gentle presence was assuring him that he was not alone, that he was heard and loved. Encouraged by this experience, Daniel returned to the city with a newfound sense of purpose. He began to incorporate prayer and reflection into his daily routine, seeking to deepen his relationship with God. Over time, he noticed subtle but significant changes in his life. He felt more content, more connected to others, and more at peace with himself. Daniel's journey was not without challenges, but he found that his relationship with God provided him with a steadfast source of strength and guidance. He started volunteering at his local church and found joy in helping others. His faith became a living, breathing part of his everyday existence, guiding his decisions and shaping his perspective. Years later, Daniel reflected on his journey and the profound transformation he had experienced. He realized that his relationship with God had filled the emptiness he once felt, giving him a sense of purpose and fulfillment he had never known. It was a journey that began with a simple, heartfelt prayer in a small chapel, but grew into a deep, abiding relationship that enriched every aspect of his life. Through his story, Daniel hoped to inspire others to seek their own relations, to discover the peace and joy that comes from opening one's heart to faith. And in sharing his journey, he reminded others that no matter how busy or lost one might feel, it is never too late to find one's way back to a loving, guiding presence.